Assalamualaikum and good evening everyone. Today our group members will present the comprehensive analysis of the last day of trading with the recommendation of future potential investment.
The first stock is Hexta Global Berhad. It was established in 1985 and one of the companies listed on Bursa Malaysia with under category Basic Materials Chemicals. This company involved in production and distribution of agrochemicals, fertilizers, seeds and also research and development work for the industry. Not only in Malaysia, this company also becoming significant in Indonesia, Pakistan, Sri Lanka, the Middle East and also Australia. The first indicator is single simple moving average. The red line is shorter on average with 20 days. Its stock price trend shows the uptrend started from the February until May 2021. So on 21 June 2021, the closing price is RM 156 cents. It shows a sell signals because the closing price crosses below the moving average. It is also interpreted as a bearish signal. News on 3 March 2021, Hexta Global to diversify into the cleaning chemicals business via acquisition. The Executive Director, Dr. Eddie Ong Chong Meng, said that it will create the additional sources of the income for the group and hence further strengthen the group's financial performance and also the financial position, which is turned in the create a value for the shareholders of the Hexta. The second indicator is moving average convergence divergence. It shows a sell signal on 21 June 2021. This is because the MACD line crosses below the signal line and the investor can get profit by selling the stock when at a high price. So the news on 31 May 2021 said that the demand for the agrochemical has increased steadily over the last years in the face of significant economic uncertainty driven by the worldwide pandemic. Next this is the RSI indicator that uses 14 days. On 21 June 2021, there is no buy or sell signal shown on the graph, meaning that the investor should hold it until it shows a sell signal or buy signal when it crosses the overbought or the oversold line. So the agrochemical products have been used widely by the customers across plantation industry, including the herbicides, insecticides, fungicides, and the fertilizers to enhance the agriculture production, which represent a growth rate of 18.4% over the last years for the first quarter ended 31 March 2021. Next indicator is rate of change with 10 days. So on 21 June, it showed a sell signal because the value of ROC is greater than 0 and crosses below the 0 lines. So the investor should sell the stock while at price at a higher. So the announcement on 15 June 2021, bonus issue of up to almost 500k new ordinary share in Hexta Global Berhad on the basis of the 3 bonus share for the every 5 existing ordinary share in the Hexta held on the 28 June 2021. The last indicator is stochastic oscillator. For this indicator, there is no signal buy or sell on this date, meaning that the investor should hold the stock until it shows the K line crosses above or below the D line. So in a conclusion, every indicator shows a different signal. The indicator for SMA show a buy signal. MACD and ROC show a sell signal. Meanwhile, the RSI and the stochastic oscillator does not have a signal, meaning that the investor should hold. As for me, I would suggest selling the stock because most of the indicators show a sell signal because the price might be dropped on the next day, and investor should sell the stock when at a high price. And that's all from me.
Before I started, I would like to share some of the background company stock that I choose. Tam.com Berhad is a Malaysian-based telecommunications provider that offers a full range of telecommunications solutions including domestic and global connectivity, data center, and managed service solutions to its customers across the Asian region. Tam's fiber optic network assets extend across Malaysia, Singapore, Thailand, Vietnam, and Cambodia, which the countries have established an operational presence. The indicators that I have been used to assist in making decision is double simple moving average. Based on the graph, it shows the combination of 20 days averages for red line and 50 days averages for blue line. This stock shows the uptrend movement for 6 months starting from 7 January until 15 June 2021. We can see at the end of trading day shows the buy signal, which the closing price at 40 ringgit 26. It indicates the short-term moving average crosses above its long-term moving average, which lead to bullish trend. So it's good for investor or trader to buy the stock price on that day. We forecasted that the stock price will goes up for the next day afterwards. Next, we are using moving average, convergence, divergence, and also known as MACD. The MACD line is in practice for 12 days and 26 days. Before that, on 7 March 2021, there is a significant event happened which the company Time.com was jumped to record high after announcing 2-for-1 bonus issue. The company told in a Bursa, feeling that the bonus issue served to, among others, have increased the number of shares held by the company's shareholders while maintaining their percentage of equity interest in the firm. It shows that the trend will remain strong in uptrend movement until at the end of the trading day. Therefore, at the end of trading day, which 15 June 2021, it shows the whole signal. As a technical analyst, we forecast that the price will go higher than the last day of trading due to there is no crosses between MACD and signal line. It is good for investor to hold the stock. Based on the chart, it represents the RSI for Time.com, which starting from the beginning of January, which 7 January until 15 June 2021, in an intermediate trend. The trend was shown in uptrend movement, and the chart shows with 14 days RSI. As technical analysts, we can conclude that at the end of trading day, there is a whole signal. The closing price at 40 ringgit 26. Due to this, the price will go higher after the last date of trading because it shows the uptrend movement and there is no signal of crosses the line overbought. Thus, it is good for investor to hold the stock. We also use ROC to make decision whether to hold, buy or sell the stock price at the end of trading day. On 7 March 2021, there is a significant event happened which the company Times.com has acquired a 16% stake in Malaysia's leading private cloud computing provider AVM Cloud Sdn Bhd for 58.7 million. The acquisition shows in accelerating the growth of cloud computing. After the company reveals the acquisition with AVM Cloud Sdn Bhd, Times share price goes higher afterwards. So at the end of trading day on 15 June 2021, it shows the right decision for investor to hold the stock price because ROC line was still in the line of overbought area level which not yet showed to crosses the zero line. Next, it represents the stochastic oscillators which starting from 7 January until 15 June 2021, and previously when we go back to the first quarter of 2021, the company reported higher sales in the first quarter, which the company boosted by its data center and data product groups. The company's revenue in the 3 months ended on 31 March had rose by 12.7% to 331.3 million. It is expected that the stock price of Time.com will remain increased more in future. Thus, at the end of trading, this indicator shows the signal of hold at price 40 ringgit 26, and it is because there is no signal whether the crossover between K line and D line. As the technical analyst, we expected the stock price will go higher than the last trading date. For the recommendation, the investor of this stock should hold the stock price at the end of the trading date. It is because most of the indicators will show the same signal. The indicators such as MACD, ROC, RSI, and also stochastic oscillator was appearing no significant signal whether buy or sell. Therefore, as the technical analyst, we suggest to the traders or investor to hold the stock price due to possibility of increasing in stock price in future.
Hi and Assalamualaikum. My name is Amir Ashman Hussein from BA24240. So the third stock is Telekom Malaysia Berhad. Telekom Malaysia Berhad is the national digital infrastructure and connectivity provider. TM is Malaysia's leading integrated telco, and they are offering a comprehensive suite of communication services and solutions in fixed, mobility, content, Wi-Fi, ICT, cloud and smart services. TM is driven by stakeholder value creation in a highly competitive environment. TM focus on delivering an enhanced customer experience via continuous customer service quality improvements and innovations, whilst focusing on increased operational efficiency and productivity. TM have an important role in Malaysia's communication with the widest connectivity and convergence network. The first indicator is the double simple moving average. At the end of this indicator, that is on 11th of June 2021, it shows that the buy signal. As you can see, the red line is crossing the blue line from below. The red line is the short-term moving average and the blue line is the long-term moving average. So when red is crossing the blue line, it shows that it is the best time to buy the stock. At that time, the closing price for a TM is at RM6.10. For moving average convergence divergence, the indicator will show that there is no crossover happens. The gap between the blue line and red line become closer and it is above the zero line. So it might be a sell signal later, but not yet. So for now, it is better to hold the stock and wait until the crossover that shows the sell signal happens. It might be in a few weeks after the 11th of June 2021. Next is the Relative Strength Index RSI. The indicator shows that it does not go either in an overbought area or an oversold area. The indicator is going upward to the overbought area but still not cross it on 11th of June 2021. The overbought area is above 70% and for oversold is 30% and below. As the indicator shows that it is still below 70%, so hold the stock for now and sell it when the indicator crosses into the overbought area. The next indicator we use is the rate of change ROC. This indicator shows that it is in the overbought area and not yet crosses the zero line. It is also showing the bullish divergence starting March 2021 until 11th of June 2021. Even there is a bullish divergence, but we suggest at this date to stay hold the stock as the indicator not yet crosses the zero lines. Lastly is by using the stochastic oscillators indicators. This indicator shows that it is not in the overbought or oversold area. It is near the overbought area and it has the potential to go to the buy signal again, but for now, we suggest to hold the stock as the line does not cross the overbought area yet. In conclusion, from all these indicators, there are one buy signal and the other 4 is to hold the stock. With those indicator signal, we suggest to hold the stock as 4 indicators do not show any buy or sell signals. This situation happens is because of Malaysia's pandemic condition right now, as people can't go anywhere freely and many of them have financial issues. Based on the Reuters article, it says that Malaysia will extend the COVID-19 lockdown for 2 more weeks. The lockdown is affecting the price of Telekom Malaysia because some people need to cancel or reduce their usage of Telekom's product to suit their financial problem.
The fourth stock to discuss is Care Plus Group Berhad. Care Plus Group Berhad were incorporated in Malaysia on 30th March 2010 as a private limited company. It was listed on the ACE market of Bursa Malaysia Securities Berhad on 6th of December 2010 and has been in the glove business for over 30 years and now has expanding their capacity to meet the growing demands. The first indicator used to analyze the stock is moving average. The simple average that been used is under double simple moving average. This is because it offers a smooth line and less vulnerable to whipsawing up and down. The last signal on 15 June 2021 shows a selling signal when the red line, which is moving average SMA 20 period, crosses below the blue line, which is moving average SMA 50 period. The selling signal on 15 June 2021 might be caused by the news on 12 June 2021 with the title of "What kind of shareholders hold the majority in Care Plus Group Berhad's share?" Every news obviously affected the market and caused people to buy and to sell the stock. The negative news usually will cause the price of the stock to drop. This news on 12 June 2021 might be the reason of selling signal on moving average indicator. Next is moving average convergence divergence, or known as MACD. MACD is a well-known use indicator in technical analysis and it is being used to signal both trends following and momentum behind a security.
Again, as we can see, on 15 June 2021, the MACD line shows no signal where the MACD line goes downtrend but not crossing any line signal. With that, it indicates the whole signal. Third is Relative Strength Index, or known as RSI. The RSI used to generate buy and sell signals and shows the overbought and oversold conditions. When the RSI crosses 70%, it shows the overbought stock, and in contrast, when RSI below 30%, the stock considered as oversold. The RSI line did not cross either the overbought or oversold line. This means the RSI indicators give a whole signal on 15 June 2021 for Care Plus stock. Next, for the rate of change, or known as ROC. ROC fluctuates above and below the zero line. When the ROC line crosses the zero line from below, it indicates the price is increasing. Meanwhile, when ROC crosses zero line from above, it means the price is decreased and the momentum is declining. But ROC indicators show no sign of buy or sell on 15 June 2021, where the ROC line stick at the same level and have no movements towards crossing the zero line, and this gives signal to the investor to hold the stock. Last but not least, for stochastic oscillators. Stochastic oscillators are a technical momentum indicator that compares a security's closing price to its price range over a given time period. The above line uses 80% as the overbought threshold, and the below line, which is 20%, as the oversold threshold. On 15 June 2021, the %K line and the %D line did not cross any overbought or oversold line, and this indicates that the investors and traders should hold the stock a bit longer. In a nutshell, each of the indicator plays their own role to show the signal of buying, holding, and selling the stock. It is very important to analyze all the indicator as it helps you to identify the stock and the signal. Do not rush to buy or sell the stock by using only one indicator. Use as much as indicator as possible to help you from losing. From the Care Plus Group Berhad stock, we can assure to hold the stock on 15 June 2021 is the best decision as the most indicators shows the whole signal. Only one oscillator, which is moving average, gave the selling signal on 15 June 2021. As for the rest, such as moving average convergence divergence, relative strength index, rate of change, and stochastic oscillators, shows no significant signal and it indicates the investor to hold the stock. Thank you.
For the stock number 5, the company I have chosen is Masing Group Berhad. Masing Group Berhad was founded in 1991 and based in Kuala Lumpur. Masing Group Berhad has operated as a real estate developer and passive product manufacturer. Masing Group also a company that engaged in investment holding and the provision of management services to its subsidiary company. Masing Group Berhad is Malaysia premier lifestyle developer with a trendy, quality operation properties and its strategic locations. For the first indicator, I have chosen to use moving average using double simple moving average of 20-day period in the red line and 50-day period on the blue line for the Masing Group starting 2 January 2021 until 18 June 2021. The graph shows the uptrend starting the March 2021 until May 2021 and continually moving downtrend in the middle of May 2021. On the last day trading given at 18 June 2021, moving average line didn't show any signal where it did not cross any blue or red line, so it is a whole signal to the investor. As stated on the news on Monday 31 May 2021, Masing Group Berhad net profit has jumped to RM 40.28 million in first quarter of 2021 and also achieved property sale RM 650.5 million for the first 5 months on the 2021. As seen on the graph, on the early March 2021 is going up and show the high momentum. Next, for the moving average convergence divergence indicator for 2 January 2021 until 18 June 2021 represent a downtrend scenario. The MACD that have used is for 12-day and 36-day. To indicate the MACD line on the buy or the sell signal is when the MACD line goes over below the signal will indicate as a sell signal, and if the MACD line was close above the signal line, it will indicate as a buy signal. As for the last trading day shown on the graph, the MACD lines was crossed above the signal line and show the buy signal.
For the relative strength index of Marshall Group, the indicator that was used is for 14D. As stated, the first line is the overbought line, 70%, and the second line is oversold line, 20%. But on the last day given, the RSI didn't cross any overbought or oversold. The RSI line is still under 50% level and is mean the momentum is low because the line should more than 50% to indicate the price will go upward in near time. That indicate the indicator give a hold signal. For the next indicator, I'm using rate of change. On the graph, show the straight line in the zero line, and the green line is rate of change with 10-day period. Rate of change will measure the percentage of current price as compared to the price at the last period. When the ROC cross line from below, it shows price is increasing, and if the ROC cross line from above, is showing the price is decreasing and the momentum was declining. The closing price on the 18 June 2021 was 19 cents, and the ROC line was touched the zero line, and it indicates a buy signal from the indicator to the investor. And for the last indicator, I'm using stochastic oscillator. As stated on the graph, we can see horizontal line of about 80% and oversold 20%. But on the 18 June 2021, the indicator shows signal on whole of the stock at price of 90 cents because the indicator shows no signal and no crossover. There is no clear indication that the reversal line will happen in the near time period, so suggested to the investor to hold the stock. So, for the conclusion, to help the investor to reducing the losses and help them to maximizing the profit, it was important to them to know the type of indicator they can use to identify the signal either to hold, sell or buy the stock. Based on the diagram above, the indicator of moving average, relative strength index and stochastic didn't appear any signal of buy or sell. Meanwhile, the rate of change and the moving average convergence divergence have showed the buy signal to the trader. I'm recommended to those investors to hold the stock because the stock have possibility to increase after the last day trading given.